everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 229.
Sure. Yeah, sounds right. How's it going, everyone?
Hi, everybody. I'm back this week. Just had a rough Friday last week, and I apologize to Robert. Really upset that I missed you being on because we got to meet a couple times and out in Ohio, and then of course at Worlds, and just wish I could have been here for you to get to know you a little better as well. But
I know that stripper poles that pays more. We know.
yeah.
I know. All right, let's say hello to all these people.
Yes,
I got to scroll back up here. Okay, first thing I have showing up is Miss K, Busy Bee Collective. Thank you for the super chat very much.
Thank you, Kay.
Here comes the money.
I got a couple before that. We got Ugu, Chris.
Okay.
What's up, Chris? And then we got Stan the Beard Man, aka Stanley. What's up, Stanley?
How you doing?
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. then I got Dave, born bearded.
What's up, Dave?
Of course, Stan the Beard Man was next, but we got him. We got Romy. Hey, Michael.
What's up, Romy?
How you doing?
There we got Donnie 3D tonight. Hey, Donnie. Good to see you.
How you doing?
What's up, Donnie?
You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. You have failed me for the last.
What's up, E-Rock?
How you doing?
We got Kenny the Big Show. Hey, Kenny.
What's up, Kenny?
Good evening.
Or Bob and Terry. Hey, Bob, Terry.
How
Good
you
to see
doing?
Bob and Terry.
Did I miss something?
How are you?
Because I got Stan saying, well, no, I got Kenny saying hello, Becky. Well, I didn't see Becky yet.
Oh. Huh.
It probably got cut off or something.
Interesting.
Okay. There's Damien. Hey, Damien. Good to see you.
Thanks for stopping in.
How you doing?
There's Chris. True North.
True North. What's up,
How
Chris?
you doing, Chris?
There's Becky. But
Hello, Becky.
I don't know. These chats are goofy. I don't know if you noticed, but like sometimes they're bright white, and then sometimes once you show them, they go dim.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Dim, Becky's was dim. I got some more dim ones. I don't understand this technology. Terrible. But
I don't know.
there's babysitter Jess. Hey, Jess. Good to see you.
What's up, Jessica?
How you doing?
And there's Brad. Hey, Brad. Good to see you.
What's up, Brad? Good to see you.
We got Grady Henry. Good evening, Grady.
What's up, Grady?
How you doing?
Where do you think you're going?
Hey, Tommy. Tommy Robinette. Good to see you.
What's up,
How you
Tommy?
doing?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Hey, there's Bishop. Hey, Bishop. Good to see you.
How you doing?
What's up, Bishop? Make sure to check out Bishop's show tomorrow. He has Fishing the Good Fight charity on his show tomorrow.
Cool.
And that's the charity that the Bearded Rejects in August beard competition, silent battles. That's where the money's going.
Valahar, good to see you.
Valahar.
Hi there.
Valajar.
I think it's supposed to be silent.
Oh, Valar.
Yeah, or not make that American J sound.
Brad's
Really,
feeling
the
thin.
only word for it is.
Hey, Beardo Weirdo, good to see you.
Beardo Weirdo. Here, Brad. Oh,
There's Smokey. He gets banned from Sasquatch Soap Company.
Yeah.
oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Ray.
I don't know what he did.
Something about like the deodorant. He
Yeah,
was
the
challenging them
Japan.
on the deodorant.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, they're a little touchy, huh?
I guess so.
But I'm caught up already,
1.3
guys.
1.3 million followers, and they ban Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Yeah,
That's what I've been
Terry
waiting
said it
for.
best.
That's
We
what it's
don't
all
care
about.
what you call us, just call us. Yeah.
Hmm.
And yes, please smash that thumbs up. Born Bearded, he's got a show a couple times a week. I was on his show. I was a guest on his show last Saturday. So if you haven't caught that, give it a replay. I thought it was a pretty good show.
Yeah,
What's
well,
up, Ken?
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken. We appreciate the support.
Here comes the money.
All right, Scott, what you got going on?
I just wanted to make a kind of an announcement. The Renegade Beard Club is putting on kind of a charity drive, I guess you put it. If you look at our posts on social media, it'll have a link. I think it's called Just Giving is the site we're taking the donations through. It is, we were trying to support the Doctors Without Borders. Very worthy charity. I know they have lists of what this dollar amount gets them, like mosquito nets, or it's just something we started up this last week. It's probably going to be going on for a while, but if anyone is inclined to donate, great. Otherwise, if you guys could just share it out so we reach more people, that would be just wonderful.
And that's for the whole club, right? Like the entire Renegade.
Yeah, and all the chapters are
Right.
posting it out. All the links will get you to the same place.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Romy.
Yeah, I was just going to highlight that.
Yeah. Yep. Dave puts on a great show. He really does. And he asks some really hard questions, and there's a really good conversations during his shows. Absolutely.
Yeah, I always remember after the fact.
Right. Yeah.
Saturdays is just a tough day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's bring our guest on. You may have known Small Batch Beard Co. It's still Small Batch Beard Co., but also another name is new. And we're going to bring on the owner, John Bryant.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
It's time!
What's up, John? How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great. I hope y'all are in the same boat.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good today.
Yeah.
Doing pretty well. The three of us are here together, so that's a good start.
I always try to tell everybody that if the way I feel every day, if it was any better, it'd be illegal.
Yeah, right. Right.
So I always feel pretty good. I can't complain.
All right, John, everyone wants to know, what was your favorite toy as a little boy?
Favorite toy as a little boy? Marvel action figures.
Okay.
Okay.
Marvel action figures. That
I
was
remember those. Yeah.
that was the main thing. I wish I had saved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't we all?
But I did enjoy them.
So which ones did you have?
Oh, I had Captain America, Batman, Superman, Aquaman,
Okay.
Incredible Hulk. I even into some of the Star Trek stuff. I had Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock. So not only Marvel and DC, but also, as far as that goes. So yeah, I played with a lot of only child, so I had a lot of action figures.
Yeah. And I bet you got really creative too.
Oh yeah.
Who was your favorite? I'm just going to put it out there. Hulk was always my favorite.
It would be between the Incredible Hulk and Superman. Would be my two favorites. That'd be kind of like AB. So I can't really say which one I prefer just in the given time. But yeah, both of those were my main two that were winning past anybody else.
Yeah.
For some reason, the only one I can remember is Captain America.
Captain America was an epic one. I think just about anybody who had one had Captain America.
Yeah.
I was a big Wolverine fan.
Did they have a Wolverine action figure?
Yeah, there's been several.
Yeah.
I never was a big X-Man or Wolverine, up until adulthood.
Yeah. And back then, like, I don't even think people really identified it as Marvel. Like, they were just the superheroes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like today. Now there's like DC and versus Marvel.
Yeah, Image and some of these others. But yeah, back then, as kids, we were just comic book characters, superheroes that we didn't really say that we like Marvel or DC better. We just like the characters.
Yeah. I had the superhero underwear.
I did too. Underoos.
Underoos. That's it.
Had them too.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. That was some great times. You can't.
Right.
I actually felt lighter and I could move faster.
Yeah. Yep. And there we were, just running around just in underwear too.
There you go.
That was an outfit. You're damn
the shirt and the underwear.
Yeah, if during that time, that's the only thing you do. If you didn't have those underoos on, you might be just with boots on, and that's it. Boots and a hat and the birthday suit as a kid.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Yeah.
But my grandson, he's a Spider-Man fan. That's his favorite. All Spider-Man. He actually, we have a local park down here. It's actually a trailhead for the Ghost Town Trail. And they had fun at the park days last weekend. And him and his mom went down there. Well, she posted pictures. They had face painting. Well, he got his face painted like Spider-Man mask. So yeah, he was pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
Am I still? Okay.
We got you.
I got a goofy alert on my computer. My screen went gone. I thought I was lost. But
no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Superman was so Star White. Is his underwear on the outside? Yeah. So before you started this small batch beard co, and I know that you have this other company as well, but before those two companies, you're a veteran. What did you serve? Like, how long did you serve? What part of the military?
Well, I was in the Army, of course. And I went in late '88,
Okay.
and of course I was down in South America for just a minute. Once I got a AIT, like I said, maybe a couple of months, and then back up at Fort Benning, and then from Fort Benning, bam, right over to the Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were some of the first in country because I was explosive ordnance disposal, which is basically a bomb squad.
EOD. Okay.
Yeah, EOD. Which at that time it was 55 Delta. I know there's probably 85 Delta or something now. I forget the nomenclature. I'm out of the loop, but I did that for a little. We were there a little over a year, and then I got injured a couple different times, but kept moving. Didn't leave country. Finally got back to Fort Benning, and they wanted to redeploy me maybe 2 months later back to the Dust Bowl. But I had some injuries, and I ended up staying back there, and then eventually getting out because I just couldn't function in there. So I was 3 years, 6 months. I had a 4-year tour, but I was there 3 years, 6 months, 3 years, 8 months, and they went ahead and put me out early.
Okay.
Due to the fact that I just couldn't do the job. That was all she wrote. And I didn't want to write a desk. It didn't seem right to sit there and not do it. I'm a whether anybody knows me can tell you I'm a patriot through and through. Left blood on the sand, and I'm for what's right, and it's time for me to move on. So
Yeah.
Scott was there at the same time as you. Over at
Yeah, a tanker.
Yeah. I've known many a tanker. I've like I said, we've it was good times and bad times, but
Mhm.
you do what you got to do. But no, I got. Go ahead.
If you could have still done a job, do you feel you would have made a career of it then?
Well, I was planning on re-upping, but it ended up I wasn't going to re-up anyway. So they actually did me a solid because one of my higher ups had gotten out and he got a contract over in Mozambique, Africa, doing taking care of landmines. So he had called me up and said, "Hey, I want you to come and do this job with me." And once he told me how much they were paying, I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to re-up, but at the end of the day, when I went to my medical evaluation, they told me they wasn't no way I couldn't. I had limitations. So he actually did me a favor. But I would have not stayed in past the 4 years, but I would have stayed in and finished my 4 years off. And if they would have held me overseas past the 4-year period, which they could have,
right?
I would have gladly, made that happen.
How long did you do that next job?
Let's see. It was a 12-month tour. If we finished early, we had a bonus, so we finished in like 10 and a half months. That was in Mozambique, and then from there we went to Djibouti for the next to finish out 12 months. We went and did some work in Djibouti for another little contract, and then once I got out of that, I came back home for just a few minutes, and then I went back under another contract, but I went out from Africa to the Middle East.
Wow.
So I pretty much contracted and back and forth in this contract world and civilian world up through 2017.
Oh wow. Okay.
Into 2017. Yeah.
So pretty much a career out of that.
Yeah. I mean, I came back stateside in 2010 from Doha, Qatar. I was in Doha, Qatar at that time. I came back in 2010 to take a full-on government job, which is QASIS, Quality Assurance, Ammunition Surveillance, which is kind of like in the big range of safety for NASA and everybody. Anything explosives that moves on the arsenal, Redstone Arsenal here in Huntsville, or anything safety-wise, explosives, chemicals. That's they call me. They find something in the ground. They hit with a trencher. It's smoking. We go look at it and try to figure out what to do, if it's a hazard, or can they keep going, or just anything and everything within the explosive world.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, Santa Tom, thanks for stopping in.
Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead.
What's up, Tom? And everyone that's asking questions, I am pinning them, and we will get to those soon. That's wild, though. Like, any close calls?
Plenty, but I've got all these.
You got all those.
A lot of the people in EOD can't say that. You'll see a lot of them missing a digit or two. I was lucky and I listened.
Yeah.
And I thought about what I was doing. I never ran in half cocked.
Yeah.
I had some very good teachers. I was able to go to the advanced European bomb school and get advanced techniques there.
Wow.
Operated the 2-man robot for explosive things. I've worked in embassies. I've worked plain clothes with different NATO and up in DC and stuff. So I've had an interesting career, and I still get calls all the time. People asking, say, "Hey, would you come and do a contract or do something?" After I'm down, because I've still got medical problems. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Otherwise, who knows? I might still be out there fighting a good fight.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I'll say, though, is so I went to Iraq the second war back in 2003, and up north there were still minefields from the first Gulf War, and that was wild.
Yeah, we had stuff coming to us, and stuff that we had to fly. Even when I was in Doha, Qatar, and different places, they would fly us in, and there was actually places where they had stacked munitions, and sand had come and actually had buried the mill vans, and they actually forgot about stuff, and they'd be out there run around and say, "Well, this used to be part of a base, I think." All of a sudden, your fork of your forklift fork go through a mill van, and maybe you might spear a white phosphorus munition. You might you never know. So there's always something, and even today, I hear my friends and stuff talk about they'll come up with bombs that have actually set on like a pyramid so long that they've rusted together, and instead of breaking them apart, they just have to blow them in place.
Yeah. And you mentioned white phosphorus bombs. What's the treatment for white phosphorus burn?
Well, white phosphorus is one of those things where if it gets oxygen, you want to try to let it crust over. So you just let it burn until there's depleted oxygen. Then you get there and you blow it, and then you do cleanup.
No, I meant if it was on your skin.
Oh, if it goes on your skin, it's going to burn. There's nothing you can do. You can put it in water. You put it in, without it's going to burn.
I believe the correct answer was urinate on it.
Well, it's not going to help you.
That's what they taught you in the Army, anyways.
It's not. They give you false information if anybody tells you that, because it's definitely not going to do it.
Right. So, do you know any other languages? You've been abroad quite a bit.
No, not really. I mean, just enough to get in trouble.
Right.
I've got myself in a lot of sticky situations, thinking I could speak a foreign language enough to have conversation. I insult somebody or use the wrong hand, or So,
right.
No, I mean, my wife is Brazilian, so I know enough Portuguese to get in trouble. But that's about my biggest language. There is just enough Portuguese to know what she's saying, and at least when she's cussing at me. When I'm getting in trouble.
Right. So you retired from the bomb squad and you started your first business. What was that?
Well, the first business that I did was it was a CBD. I had because of my PTSD and other stuff that I've got going on from military service. I had started experimenting with CBD and stuff like that, minimal to no THC, because the 7 or 8 medications that the VA had put me on, they could never get them worked out.
Mm-hmm.
So during that point, I was in a pretty bad place here and there, and it had gotten to the point where I just knew that I was self-medicating with alcohol and stuff like that. So I knew that was not the way to go, and it was definitely not good for my body
Right.
getting older. So, I was around looking for anything and everything besides medications I knew that could either, damp, either hurt my body or dampen my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was on those 7 or 8 medications, I couldn't told you if up was down, down was up, sideways was, I walked around in the fog.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I had to get out of there, and I discovered CBD and other minor cannabinoids, and that opened a perpetual gate of being more, I won't say well, but being more, more holistic, more in tune with myself and being able to function.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you still run that business now?
Yeah. Still running that business today. We deal with a lot of veterans, a lot of repeat veterans customers. We basically, it's almost like a charity because we don't really make any money out of it. We basically do it at just above our cost.
Wow.
Okay. If people look at different websites, everybody always calls me and say, "Hey man, how can you sell this? It's cheap." I said, "Well, that's because we make it. We buy it in bulk. We make it. There's no middleman. We know what's in it. It's THC free, or at least non-detectable THC. So
mm-hmm.
there's still possible false positives. So if you got I tell them if they got federal jobs or anything, stay away from CBD.
Yep.
You got to go another route.
Right.
But if you're not having to worry about a false positive, you just about can't beat CBD, CBG, and some of those other minor cannabinoids that do so much for veterans and elderly, and it's just, it helps a lot of people. Yeah. And I've always been, if I can give back, I'll give back, and I'll do the best I can, and until they put me in the ground. And that's just me. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I'm gonna be until I'm done in this world.
Yeah. Awesome. So then you got started into beard care.
Yep. Beard care came after, once I got off of the Arsenal when they did my final medical there, which was late 2017. I had already started the CBD business, and I wanted to grow a beard, and I had tried a little goatee and stuff back years before, but it never took. So when it did, because of the burn pits and stuff over there, I already had sensitive skin, but I even have more sensitive skin now.
Right.
So I have to really watch out. If I look at myself wrong in the mirror, I'll get a rash or some kind of dermatitis. It's crazy. So I had to really look and find very non-cutogenic carry oils and stuff that had, basically is close to, zero affinity to plug your pores, or, be heavy on the skin that could cause any kind of outbreaks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How long did you experiment before opening up shop?
Still experimenting.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people like this: if you ever stop progressing, stop pushing the boundaries, then for me, I might as well quit, because it's always, I'm thinking, what's the next thing? How can we be better? How can we be better for the skin? Because skin is just like I'm from a farming background too. I grew up on a farm in South Georgia. So it's just like this. If you don't treat the soil right, your crops can't grow right. You'll have deficiencies in it. You'll have, and then even if the crop does grow, if you don't water it and fertilize it, I mean, this is all the same thing. I mean,
right.
The skin and I hear a lot of people say, well, beard oil is for the skin. Yeah, beard oil is for the skin, and then they say, well, it's not really for the hair, but it is. It's also for the hair. So my whole thing is, I've always wanted to communicate to everybody that we're progressing every day. Every day I'm looking at some kind of new ingredient, whether I'm using on myself or some of my friends and stuff. We're always pushing the envelope forward. So it's never static.
Snapping the look.
Oh yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know I was on. She just come in from a party.
Awesome. So, how long has Small Batch Beard Co. been open now? About a year, right?
Yeah, a little over a year online. It's not too long after I started doing it for myself and some friends and stuff. We've done stuff local here in Huntsville, and I've had 40, 50, 60 customers that I've done stuff with for years and years and years and years now. So we've been around since, like I say, as making beard oil since late 2017. Probably first quarter of 2018 is when I ever sold my first beard oil, and at that time I had used locally just Beard Alchemy was what I was calling it at that time, just for locals.
Right.
So I used that name off and on up until some of my friends finally said, "Hey man, you need to really put this stuff online. There's a whole community out there." And I had no idea. I really don't keep up with that stuff. I mean, I stay so busy. I mean, I really stay busy because 7 days a week I'm CBD, beard oil stuff. So heck, I didn't know. And then when they did, I kind of, without anybody knowing who I was, I would just browse and look in on these things. I said, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. And then they said, "What are you going to name?" I said, "Well, I'm not going to use Beard Alchemy. I'm going to use something that's more how we are," because I've always built each beard oil individually. So when a person bought it, I'd go ahead and mix the carriers if I didn't already have the carriers mixed, which I normally only mix about 400 grams of any carrier at one time. So usually I'm running through that in a day, if not more than that in a day. So it's always fresh. Like I said, we're micro batch or nano batch, and then small batch. People said small batch about. So I looked it up, and who would have thought Small Batch Beard Co. was available? I would have thought for sure after all these years somebody would have snatched Small Batch Beard Co. up.
Right. That's pretty smart because everyone refers to these companies as Small Batch, but no one's ever took that name.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I just it was just out of a joke putting it in there. I said, "I know somebody's ever got this. Let's just see." And I said, "You got to be kidding me." I said, "Okay." I said, "I bought it right then and there," and I started building the website, and it's been fun. It's been every day is a new project. Every day is meeting new friends in the industry. It's very rewarding, and there's a lot of good things about it. Some bad, but mostly I'd say 99.9% is good.
Absolutely.
You got the 0.1% that may be a little unsavory sometimes, but that's anything.
Right. Absolutely. So 3-4 years ago, there was a trend in the small batch world of beard companies of adding CBD to beard oils. Did you ever experiment with that?
Yeah. Back in 2017, that's one of the first things we did. We added CBD and CBG into beard oil for the inflammation I did for my skin, and I still do it today. I put it in my personal batches. But here's the problem with doing that. The problem with doing that is regulatory problems and credit card processing.
Right.
Once you put that in there, they treat it just like it's marijuana.
Right.
They don't go, well, hemp, it's non-THC, there's no THC or anything or non-detectable. They just look at it and they go, okay, now you're at a high risk processor. They can shut you down at any time. They can hold your money. It's a very, very hard space to do business in.
Yeah, and that's like certain banks, right? And PayPal and like Shopify, they're all
PayPal, Shopify won't do it. You have to find a high risk processor, and then you have to make sure the bank will allow you to do it.
Right.
So it's a twofold deal. If you say CBD or you say anything, any kind of say supplement.
It's wild.
Also they look at you funny and they go, "What are you talking about?" I mean, we do stuff with mushrooms too, but not psychedelic. Well, they are kind of psychedelic, but they're not a traditional psychedelic. But we do stuff with mushrooms for people that can't take CBD, that for PTSD and stuff. And I tell them it's a very, very hard business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, definitely. All right. Well, so now, Scott, you want to go through some slides?
Sure.
It's a good point for that, because we do have some questions about the beard oil already. So,
Yeah.
Cult Americana is a new name by Small Batch Beard Co. What is the Cult Americana?
Well, as we have progressed and I've worked with scents more and more, I've found myself going back to childhood days, like working in tobacco fields, working on the farm, just walking down dirt roads, driving fast in my 1966 Mustang I had was my first car down clay roads, and just everything goes. So basically, in short, I've not outgrown small batch beer because we still produce small batch, but Cult Americana is my Southern heritage that I draw on every day, like the tobaccos and the different scents we look at with the short storyline behind those scents and what they draw out for me, and what they should be able to draw out for other people that once they read it and they see the scents, they kind of get it. Go, okay, so this is how Southern living has been a little bit, or because there's a lot of Southern guys with beards. There's a lot of we're all Americans, and like I say, I want to embrace Southern American, Southern Cult Americana. So that's where we're at, and that's where I believe my niche with the storytelling and everything is strongest, and that's just where I want to be.
Thank you, Kay, for posting that link to Small Batch Cult Americana.
Yep. Is it just a slide that kind of explains the you're doing a different process with these?
Well, for our darker scents, anything that's not aquatic or fresh fruit or summery, say like any of our darker scents, like our tobaccos, our drunken series, anything with that would be barrel aged or anything like that. What we're doing is we're taking food grade, basically the same thing that everybody uses to age bourbon on or to produce bourbon.
Mm.
We take the plain American white oak, toasted, and we take and rest it on that for a set amount of time, so it picks up some fundamental foundation that gives more depth to tobaccos, whiskeys, barrels, some of the charred, like we do a charred summer series, so it gives it more depth. But it's a cool. I mean, I've been using some for the last 2 months, and we finally got it dialed in. So I've got the biggest batch on it. It should be ready around the 12th or 14th, I believe, of July. To actually start using in those. So if you order a tobacco scent, or 12th or 14th or after, this will be the base that it will come in.
All right. Sounds pretty cool. Then this is a series you recently released.
Yep, this is our 250th anniversary for of course, our freedom and everything. So I was trying to make just one scent, but I quickly found out that 250 years worth of storytelling in a scent is basically impossible to do in one bottle. So what it is, I broke it down in the red, the white, the blue. So each individually, they stand for a period of time or a category within that 250 years. or you can put them together or you can layer them 1 to 1 to 1. Like 1 or 2 squirts of each in your hand, put together, and it becomes transforms from red, white, and blue to American mythology.
Speaking of the 250 years, I mean, it only happens once in a lifetime, but so does 249 and 251. But I remember, I'm at the age now where it's hard to believe, but I remember 1976, having a parade in my small town.
Yep.
Horse-drawn carriages and stuff. I remember the horses and the horse pooping on the street, being a 6-7-year-old kid, laughing and giggling. But yeah, I remember 200 years, and it's hard to believe. I'd have never thought back then I'm going to be here for 250 years, but
same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I can remember in our hometown up at the courthouse, my dad was actually worked for the county, so I actually was on one of the floats for that bicentennial, and I've got a bicentennial coin that they struck for that particular time there in our hometown. So I have, like I say, I've since I come into the world, I've been a patriot. Like I said, I've never known a day that I wasn't proud and knew what it stood to be an American and love our history and love our country. And, there's so much that people don't know, and we need to be, thankful every day of what we have, because this is everything we got is written in blood, somebody's blood.
And it's funny, the older we get, the more we're interested in history.
Yeah.
Seems like. I mean, I've even, if Pud's still here, this is going to be my work story for tonight. But even where I work now, it was in an old it's in Johnstown, PA, but Johnstown, PA was like a smaller version of Pittsburgh. They had steel mills there and rolling mills and stuff. And they were started back in the late 1800s and stuff. There's a lot of history up there that, sometimes I think, boy, I wish I could go back in time just to see how things were then, and booming and things like that. But yeah, real interesting.
And this is the scent of the month currently. I just thought it was a kind of a unique scent.
Yeah, that red clay light, and that, like I say, if it's from back home, as you see, you get of course the peaches and an ozone-like effect. It's basically right before a thunderstorm or right after a thunderstorm, you'll have that moisture in the air, that kind of ozonic feel, and then you've got the like fresh peaches sitting beside end of the day, and the older men are sitting there about to drink some whiskey or something. So they're smoking cigars, and it's that red clay light. And I mean, it just encompasses several different smells that I'm sure a lot of people can sit there and find, a commonality with.
Yeah, definitely. And this is not something you're going to find at every beard company either. It's very unique.
Yeah, and that's where we're at. We're there to be very unique, very, very. I hate to keep using American driven, back to the roots, just loving life, enjoying it, and making sense that we can enjoy, be proud of, whether they're a brighter scent, a darker scent, medium. Like I say, I guess we're more known for like charred scents and dark scents and stuff like that. But I mean, we make barbershops, we make anything and everything. So I mean, I think we're very multifaceted, but we're bringing it down. We're consolidating down into less blends and more storytelling, and something that will mean something when you put it in your beard and on your face.
Yeah, definitely. And then here you have Moody Monday.
Yeah. This is my favorite thing that I do every Monday. Sometimes I'll just pop it on there, but it's one beard oil. Well, if you don't want a beard oil and you want liquid butter, you'll tell me. But basically, this is my way of giving back and brightening somebody's day, because somebody can be having a crappy day. We do the free giveaway. They get it, and it brightens their day. I mean, whose day wouldn't be brightened for something free, something freely given, no strings attached, and done because we care.
So how does that work?
Okay, so basically on Monday, sometime it never happens at the same time, but it happens between it can happen between midnight of Monday to 11:59. And what I'll do is I'll put one product on there, and a lot of times I'll post, and I'll post with that particular little screenshot there on Facebook or whatever, and I'll say, okay, it's live, it's happening, and first come, first serve. You go ahead and pick it, and then on the check, when you go to click on it on the checkout page, there'll be notes. So, but I think actually I've changed that. So now when you get ready to click on it, you can go ahead and put what you want, as far as the scent, and you can pick any scent that you want. I mean, we're gonna build it anyway. So, I mean, if you just want a special scent, you can sit there. I want the special scent. It don't have to be just something we're already making. You can ask me to make you a custom. So it's very personal. It's just for you, whoever gets the order. And like I say, I want to give back. I don't want to just give back just any old thing. I want it to be personal for you, personal from me to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah.
Definitely unique. So you just add an oil to the cart, and you may be the lucky one.
Well, you'll see Moody Monday. It'll say it'll be on there to be Moody Monday beard oil.
Okay.
So you click on that link, and
Gotcha.
if it's available, it's available.
Gotcha. Okay.
And when somebody clicks it, then it's no longer, because there's only one. So then they go back to zero. So you
very cool.
You get on it and get it. Like I said, there's no favoritism. There's no. It's just a very, and that's, like I say, that's my favorite time of the week to put that on there and click it. Because a lot of times I'll be wanting to do it like as soon as I get up in the morning. I'll go ahead and do it, but I don't want the same person looking every time, because I want people I want everybody to have a chance.
Yeah.
And it's never to be anything that you know it's coming. You know it's coming on Monday. You just don't know what time, so you gotta be looking and ready for it.
That's kind of cool.
Scent Architect. Now this is the one that's underused, and I don't know why. If you as a beard oil buyer, as a customer, you can find scents that are similar across. Everybody's got a barbershop. Everybody's got a this, that, and the other thing. Of course, they got their take on it. But what if there's something that's not made, or something you've never found and you want it, but nobody's making it? Well, with Scent Architect, you can go in there and it asks you several questions. It'll say first name. I think it's like first it's pick what you want, and then you can get your beard oil or your beard butter or whichever one you want. And then it'll be like name it. So you get to name the product. And at that point, then you describe to me your scent. Everything's based on description. So you can either give me ingredients you want me to use, or you can tell me a specific layout of scent profile. I mean, you just got to describe it. The simplest way is describe it, and then you'll have where you can click on it to say you want it regular, balanced, or strong. That way, and if there's any other notes you want to put on there for anything else for me to know, but I'll go in there and I'll take your idea and I'll build it and then ship it to you with the name on it that you picked and everything. Very personal. Once again, and I have quite a few people that use it. You know, we at least have 4 or 5 people every week that buy this, that use the Scent Builder or Scent Architect. But I feel it's very underused because you can build anything you want. I mean, anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these are the same prices as your normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
That may be why.
Go ahead.
That may be why people shy away from it. A lot of times, companies, when they do custom, they'll charge you more for them.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I don't charge more is because I'm not going back and forth. It's not a collaboration. It's me taking your idea and bring it to fruition under the way I build scent architecture. You know, the way I build scents. So you're going to get the Cult Americana way or the small batch way of building scent profiles, but with your direction. You know, we're not going to go back and forth with me sending you 3 or 4 different bottles. And of course, if I did that, yeah. But I want this to be accessible to everybody anytime. So if I do that, then I would have to do like some of these other companies and shut it down part of the month and not let you be able to use it whenever you want to. So 24/7, you can go into Scent Architect, and I'm not charging anymore because I build everything by the bottle anyway. I'm not doing anything different than picking out the scents that you want and then figuring a way to combine them together to have a good scent based on your description.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I was doing it differently, yeah, I would definitely, it'd be $4 or $5, maybe $10 more, depending on how we laid it out. But I'm not trying to make you the perfect scent that you would call your signature scent. I just want you to have a customized scent specifically for you in our style.
Let's take a pause, and Jason, and you want to hit some of these questions? We got a bunch of them. So
yeah. We'll start at the beginning. Some of these ones that are coming in later though are kind of pertinent. But so Ray Smokey, so is he the owner of 2 companies now? As far as the Cult America and Small Batch, no, that's not 2 companies. He is an owner of 2 companies, but it's Cult America by Small Batch Beard Co.
Yeah.
And along with that one, there was Kay's question. So sorry if this was already said. I may have missed it. Is Cult Americana a line from Small Batch, or is it more of a rebranding? So
it's not a rebranding. It's Cult Americana is our path forward as far as storytelling and scent. So you still got Small Batch Beard Co. as the company, but I can't call Cult Americana a product either. It's kind of I call it a not a lifestyle. It's just a way of blending scent. And it's Southern Americana. We just called it Cult Americana instead of Southern Americana. We're doing it in a specific style. So it's not so much a product as it is a style within Small Batch Beard Co.
And then Michael Romy says he has a bottle of John's original Small Batch label. So cool with a born date on it and all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when we first started. We would take the label and leave a little spot and actually write in the born date of like the date that we actually bottled it. We got away from that because we had to put, legally there's certain information you got to have on there. And after we went to the pump top, the pump bottles, the label is smaller. So we had to condense it down. So there's no longer a place where my wife could write, really sit there and write each and every date for everybody. And I hate we couldn't do that because that was something that I really thought was neat. But sometimes things just have to. We can't do everything, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then Bishop, he's asking, hey, any new barbershop scents?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah. Myself and Bishop did a collaboration where he wanted a barbershop with a specific scent profile because he doesn't really like traditional barbershops. No talc, no powder. He likes. So he basically gave me specific ingredients or like stuff that from Puerto Rico. Rum, the stuff that he wanted to see in it, and we did it the small batch way or Cult Americana way, and now we have a collaboration with Bishop, and it's a beautiful barbershop. It turned out really, really well, and it's like I say, we put on there it's for the men who don't know they like barbershops, or the men who don't like barbershops.
That's awesome. I always give Bishop a hard time for not liking barbershop.
Yeah,
he and I'm with him. I don't care for powdery old style barbershops myself. So I mean, I get it. There's a lot of that out there, or one note barbershop stuff. Like back years ago when you'd have just bay rum, and maybe one other scent they would add to it. So I mean, I'm with him. I like more. I won't say complex, but I like more depth and a little fruit and a little booziness and stuff like that kind of gets away from the traditional barbershop, but it still has a barbershop base.
Yeah. And Kane wants to know if you do samples. He says all the Cult American collections sound good. Cool update to the website as well.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to do that, but the way we've done our bottles and we've gotten away from dropper bottles, I feel like if I don't drop down to the 15 mil bottle like we have now, we got the 30 mil. If I do that, you're not saving. I can't save you any money if I do samples. So you're basically would still be paying the same amount because if everybody knows, it's not the cost of the beard oil is not your main cost. The cost is going to be for some people labels, not for me because I do labels in the house, so my labels are pretty inexpensive. But the bottle is 2 to 3 times more expensive than regular bottles. We use some expensive carrier oils as well, so we do have an expensive carrier oil blend compared to some people out there, but I couldn't save you. So I'm kind of up there on that. I feel bad about charging you almost the same price without putting it in a dropper bottle. And I hate to put it in a dropper bottle because we've with our blend and everything, I feel like we've outgrown dropper bottles.
But
it may come. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I'm trying to figure a way to do samples, but it just hasn't made physical sense. I mean, financial sense yet for the customer.
Now Stu brings up a question which I would like to expand on, but he says there are a lot of scents among each collection. Are they all available?
Anything on the website, if you see it, it's available. Like I say, I built, if it's not already built in a small batch way to be able to be poured, then we just build it from scratch. I mean, some days I've got one scent that's been dropped and people are buying 10 or 12 of them. I may mix up a 100 gram batch of the fragrance oil and have that already ready. But yeah, every scent is available all the time. We either have it ready or have every ingredient there to make it. So yeah, everything's available. And then of course, if you see something that you don't, even if there's something that's not there that you want, you can go to the scent architect have us build it. So it's the limit. The limit is your imagination.
And what I want to elaborate on with that question is, or expand on it, is like under your tobacco collection, you have 6 cents. What I want to know, which one is your biggest seller on your tobacco one?
It would be between black leaf fermentum and broadleaf.
Okay.
Black leaf fermentum probably slightly outsells broadleaf, but it would be by such a narrow margin, like the skin of your teeth. I mean, they're right there neck and neck. Now, my personal favorite is black leaf fermentum. It's just over the top good. It's very. It's the best tobacco scent I've ever smelled anywhere. And I mean, I'm saying that as the owner, but of all the tobacco, and I love tobacco scents. Of all the tobacco scents I've ever smelled anywhere, it is by far the best to me. And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful tobacco scent. It's strong. It's not for the weak of heart. It's strong, but yeah.
And then here's another question that I want to expand on and elaborate with, or whatever, is what is the oil blend? I can't find it on the website. And that being said, I had some questions which just kind of augment this. Is like, you have biometric beard on face oil, then you have silver reserve, and then you have beard architecture fluid.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
coming
guess
up.
to go along with this question, I guess elaborate on the three differences there.
Okay. So biometric beard oil is our standard everyday beard oil for people up to about, say, a 12-inch beard, or a gray beard. So the biometric, that's our everyday beard oil, spring, summer, fall, winter. You use it. It's biometric. So biomimetic. So biomimetic means that it kind of, as the season and humidity and everything changes, it kind of works along with any kind of changes within and under the beard as far as humidity and everything goes. It changes with the what your skin's doing. So basically, just think as kind of like I hate to even use this. It's not really like this, but the best thing I say is think of it as a smart oil. It kind of changes itself biomimetically to work with your skin under ever-changing conditions. Whether it's overly humid or not humid, or there's it's dry outside. I mean, it different parts of the oil works a little bit different, not tremendously, but enough that it does change up a little bit. The silver reserve is the biomimetic amped up to handle red, gray, more mature beards that needs more care, more emollients, more care, more moisturization. Because as we age and we get that gray beard, the pigmentation is stripped out of it, so it becomes, you see gray, but it's actually clear. You've lost pigmentation; it's actually clear hair. At that point, it's more porous. You lose more moisture out of it, and your skin's aged as well too as you get older. So we know transpiration of water. You want to try to keep that water and stuff inside the follicle. You want to keep it inside the skin. So that's the only difference between the biomimetic. But the biomimetic is for everybody else, other than people past, like I say, a 12-inch beard or red, gray, mature. So that's the only two difference on those two. And some gray haired guys still like the regular biomimetic. So you can use both, but that silver reserve is just more for those type beards.
So it's like your other oil on steroids. So it's just
better. Yeah, it's basically the same carrier oils, but they're rearranged in different ratios for what a more mature beard needs or a bigger beard needs.
Okay.
You mentioned a couple times under 12-inch beard. Why does that matter? Like how long the hair is?
Well, because with gravity, oils move. Okay, so the biomimetic is basically it's made for the everyday man that has a beard like mine up to about that 12-inch. It just means that it can sustain the beard and the face on the daily basis of up to that 12, and that's just something we've found over the course of using it. Is that once you get past about 12-inch beard, you'll start having maybe getting a little crispiness on the very ends. So we went to that Silver Reserve, and that Silver Reserve just has more plushness, more a little more castor heavy. Not much. It doesn't take a whole lot to move the needle, but there's just certain things. There's more kukui. There's more castor. There's a little more shaolin. There's a little more. God, what's that other one? I forget now. It's on tip. But anyway, different ratios for different beard types and for big beards.
Okay.
Now going on past the beard oils into the scent, the architectural fluid, that is a liquid balm, but it's without wax. We use two components in it to give you similar to a medium kind of a light medium hold, but still flexible. It doesn't crunch up. It doesn't get hard. You can still reposition it. It washes out easy. Because we don't use any kind of wax or anything like that. We use what Brisca copolymer is what's used in there, and that gives it a little weight, coats it, helps it stay in place, but without a wax.
What was it that helps it?
Brisca copolymer.
Okay.
That's the main thing, and that's the. It's where the beard oil has a little bit to help tame flyaways. Like it may have, say, I don't know, 10 or 15 grams in a 400 gram batch. The architecture fluid may have 50 grams in a batch. So it's just, and that's all it's for. It's just for layering on top of beard oil. I mean, you could use it by itself. It still has some conditioning in it, but it's strictly made to put that beard in place. It's helped if you're in a humid climate, because if you're in a humid climate, how your beard likes to puff out. This will add weight and keep that beard from puffing out. It has humidity control. Yeah,
I've been using it for the past 4 days, the architecture fluid, and I think it works pretty well. Like I feel like it does protect the beard the way a balm does in regards to like a coating that kind of, that's outside the beard like a wax does.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as strong as wax, but my beard held shape really well all week.
Yeah. And the longer your beard is, the more the better it works, because it starts giving it weight, because that Brisca copolymer, it like I say, it coats each individual hair as long as you've brushing it through, get it into your beard the correct way. It gives it weight. It's a really neat product, and because I had people ask me about balms, I just don't like the idea of wax, and it's not because it's bad. I mean, it's just it builds up over time. If you don't wash it out correctly, you can start having you can have problems with balms if you're not using it correctly. I know you're a balm fan. I mean, you know exactly what to do with a balm. You know how to wash your beard.
Right.
You know how to reapply it and everything. But there's a lot of people that don't, and they start complaining that they have this buildup because they're not washing it all out.
Yeah. A lot of people say that they don't like the weight of balm. And my thing is, like, if you're feeling the weight of balm, you're using way too much.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You don't really need that much balm for it to work the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Now, like, if you want to shape your beard into a certain like shape, then you're gonna have to use like a lot of wax. But like for the everyday going out, you just want your beard to look good and stay in one spot. I mean, it still blows in the wind even with balm, but like, for the protection, from the sun and from other elements like at work and dust and stuff like that, that's what like the balm is for. You really shouldn't feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this architect fluid, Big Stu asked a question if it's meant to be used over butter or just I've done both and gotten good results on both. So
yeah, you can use it by itself. You can use it in conjunction with oil or butter or by, like I said, by itself. It's made as a standalone product or to layer.
Okay, next question we got here, kind of going along with the ingredients, is Abe's asking about the prickly pear ingredient. What's its purpose? What's it do? Or
prickly pear is skin centric. So it's just conditioning your skin. It's not so much for the hair as it is for the skin. So prickly pear is it's a very minor ingredient, and it's we've picked everything. If it doesn't have a place, it's not a workhorse. It's not in our system. We've taken our time to make sure that there's very little overlap within each product. So beard oil does what beard oil is supposed to do. The architecture fluid does what it's supposed to do. The liquid beard butter does what it's supposed to do. The cleanser does what it's supposed to do. So sure, everything shares commonalities within the ingredients, but different ratios, and some may have one or the other missing, depending on what it's for. Like not everyone will have every single thing like the beard oil does. Beard oil has the kitchen sink. It has everything because beard oil needs to do so many different jobs during the day. Beard oil, people don't get it, and even with beard oil, you'll never get it at 100%. That's why you have people layer. Some people layer balm over it. Some people layer beard butter over it. So you'll never find the perfect beard oil, but we've tried, and we're still continuing to try.
Brad, how strong and long lasting are the scent profiles?
Well, that's a catch-22, because if you're on average, worst case scenario, 4 to 6 hours. If you're moisturizing like you're supposed to, and you're doing everything right, and you're not out in sweating yourself to death and everything. I mean, I've got quite a few scents that will last all day or even into the next day with some whiffs. So it just depends. If it's aquatics or very fruit forward, it's going to be less. If it's darker and it's heavier ingredients, like the tobacco's everything. The tobacco is no problem into the next day. But everything lighter notes, which are brighter notes, don't last as long as mid and heavy notes. So vanillas and ouds and stuff like that are going to be mids and bases to give you longevity. Whereas you may lose, bright citrus or something after an hour or two, but you'll still smell like honey or whatever else that may be underlying there. Honey, vanilla, oud, black lacquer, a smoky effect from maybe smoked oud, or so it's subjective. I'd say anywhere from about 4 hours to 24 hours.
Okay. Tommy's got another question now. What is isolanolin? Is it a natural ingredient?
Isolanolin is derived from wool, sheep's wool. So isolanolin comes from a natural product. So it's not, of course, it's not vegan. Some people may have a problem with not being vegan, but so it's derived from sheep's wool. So it comes naturally, but there are some things done to it to produce it. So it does come from a natural source.
And the last big question I have is, how are turbine different from CBD?
Terpenes.
How are terpenes different from CBD? Terpenes are the aromatic. Terpenes are aromatic aromatic and flavonoids that give you smell and can also help create, set you up for different feelings. So terpenes, just think of the aromatics. Like lavender makes you kind of want to be more, relaxed. So terpenes, strictly aromatics. They do have some medicinal quantities, but when you get into CBD has no terpenes or flavonoids, anything. It's devoid of it. So at that point, we're just talking about cannabinoids, which are which is the workhorse of any blend if you're taking cannabinoids. And each cannabinoid has a different one. CBD is more for rest and relaxation. CBN is the sleep molecule, sleep cannabinoid. CBG is the daytime cannabinoid for people who don't want to be sleepy. CBC is a kind of a binder. It makes everything work a little better. So there's a lot of cannabinoids and different cannabinoids we're finding every day. So CBD is, when people say CBD, there's a lot more to it than just CBD.
Okay. Well, that was all the pinned questions for now till we get some more. But
did we get the? I might have missed it because I'm kind of like out of it. Did we get the lanolin?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like we were saying, the lanolin was derived from wool.
Okay.
Sheep's wool.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which I know some people might not like that because it's not vegan. It comes from an animal. It is an animal derived product from the wool. There's not much in it. It doesn't take much to do what it needs to do. We're talking about in a 400 or 500 gram. We're talking about 4 or 5 grams in a whole 400 or 500 gram. It doesn't take much to do specifically what it needs to do. And that's just for morph coating the hair along with the Brizzica.
Using fragrance oils, essential oils, or blend of both?
We use a combination of both. I'd say it's probably 25% EO to 75% FO.
Okay. And this is non-related, but I did not know they had a banana frosty dynamite, and I might have to make a trip to Wendy's tomorrow. Oh.
Hey, can't hate on the banana frosty now.
Yeah, I have not had one.
No, you can go to scent with the scent architect. It's not about scents. You describe what you want, and we'll blend. We have. Oh, I wish I could show you right now. We have hundreds and hundreds of scents, EO, FO, stuff that we actually extract out ourselves. So I couldn't list all the scents that we have. You just, the complete list you'd be going through it for a whole day. So the best thing to do is, now if you have specific ingredients you want us to use, you can list those out, and I'll look at what works and what will blend together. And if it makes sense, we'll build it with each of those scents. If you have 15, 20 scents, that's just going to muddy up the blend. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Just because something sounds good doesn't mean it is good. A lot of times the KISS method is the best method when you're blending fragrances. And if you don't know what KISS means, it's simple, stupid.
Now, I have a question. Since you're a little bit more experienced, you're older like me. Are you familiar with the aftershave skin bracer by Menon?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad used to wear that all the time when I was a kid. It's like one of them bring back memories. Smells, they talk about. Mm-hmm. Could you duplicate that?
Yeah, we could get very close. I mean, it's never going to be 1-to-1 because we don't know exactly what's in it, but we can get close. I mean, I like to say I take pride in getting very, very close to sense unless there's just something that's just so out there that we can't find at least something that's a similar profile.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
try it.
I'm like you. I remember it on my dad and
Yeah.
I remember it very well.
Yeah. I mean, I used it too when I was younger. That was what that's what he used. That's what I used until
I
I
slapped some of his stuff on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still see it. I see it in Walmart, but yeah, it was always, brings back memories. Just like, well, when you talk about tobacco, we were at, my wife and I were out at Gettysburg a few months back, and it was an old farm they had. It was a restaurant. It was like family style eating where they just bring out food, to eat and dishes. And if you want more, you get more. But they had a little country store there, and they had like antique stuff, and they had like the old tins of like half and half tobacco and velvet. And what's funny is my grandpap, he smoked half and half tobacco in a pipe all his life. And then velvet, my dad had smoked a pipe at one time, and velvet was the tobacco he smoked. So it's just like I said, history. Once you get to that certain age, that's all you do is look back on things in life and just have those fond memories of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
well, the old saying is you can never know where you're going if you don't know where you came from.
Yeah.
The biggest scent that I can remember as a kid is my grandma, who smelled like Aquanet. I don't know.
Aquanet, yeah.
It's not something I want to duplicate, but that's like the memory I have of a scent. It's my grandmother's Aquanet.
Yeah, I can remember the ones I remember most is I remember my granddad smoked Swishers, so I can remember Swishers very well. I remember my grandma, she dipped snuff. She dipped honeycomb snuff. So I can remember smelling that very well. And then what's the other one, which I wouldn't want to duplicate? Oh, yeah. Chitlins. I can remember chitlins always being cooked a lot. So I don't want to duplicate that one.
All right. All right, Scott, back to you.
I think we covered most of the stuff except for the liquid beard butter here.
Yeah, we hadn't covered the liquid beard butter or the cleanser, but yeah, on the liquid beard butter, our liquid beard butter is more tuned. You can layer it over your beard oil, but I would recommend only doing that if during the winter or colder months, because it's very rich. It's made for repair, protection, and repair. So really, I tell everybody, if you're going to use it at night, just use it by itself. I wouldn't even layer it, because a lot of people, even Jeremiah Cook, he said if he uses my beard oil and my liquid beard butter together, it feels like it's almost too much. It's just too, So not that it's greasy feel. It's just like it's too rich. It's doing too much and he said he's used it with other people's beard oil and it's been fine. But like I say, our regular beard oil is already very plush and repair oriented for skin and stuff. So it's definitely overkill if you're using our beard oil and our liquid butter at the same time, unless it's dead winter or you're really need some serious repair on your beard and skin.
Yeah, that's how I use liquid beard butters, just overnight. I like how you put that overnight recovery system. That's how I kind of consider it.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is. I mean, if you've seen anybody with a that's here in the modern time, you'll see that a lot of people have started using less and less butter. They're using it more as nighttime, but they're using less of it because it's not about. And I know a lot of people got probably in the past they've got to where they're liking maybe the weight, the feel. If it's not weighted down, it's not working, and that's not the way it is. It shouldn't be about weight.
Right.
It should still be about You know, you don't want to wake up with a stain on your pillow and bed, everything. You want it to soak in. You want it to get to the, so at least my liquid beard butter, you want it to get to the skin because it is repair for the skin as well. It's not just for the beard. It's not there's no long chain fatty acids in it. This is liquid beard butter. So it's not going to clog your pores or anything like a traditional beard butter possibly could for sensitive skin people. But okay. Anyway, for the liquid beard butter, like I say, yeah, it's very much for repair. Now here is something that I know everybody's sleeping on because nobody's talked about it. Very few people's using it. But our cleanser, the cleanser which takes the place of a shampoo and conditioner, is all oil based. It's not a traditional shampoo and conditioner. So you can use it 2 or 3 times a day. It's not going to dry out your face. It's not going to dry out your beard because it's our biomimetic beard oil base in with a surfactant that when it hits water, it gives you micro foam. So you put it, you take and put about a quarter size in your hand or a little bit bigger, depending on your beard size. You make sure your beard's good and wet. Make sure your hand's good and wet. Rub it, and you'll have like it'll be a little greasy, and you'll see it'll get milky. At that point, you start going your beard, and it starts foaming. So that foaming action from the surfactant will lift and clean the beard while conditioning your beard like a beard oil does. So you can get out of the shower, and actually, maybe for people like me, you won't even need a beard oil. Unless you just want to put it on. I mean, you've already got beard oil because it doesn't wash it all. There's still residual beard oil there. You've conditioned your beard with beard oil. So with our system, I think our actual conditioning starts in the shower. That's the first place. That's why we put it first there. That cleanser, that wash, which will wash your face and your beard, is a true oil-based product, meaning that it will not dry out your face and beard, and it will work. If you want to wash 3 times a day, you can use it 3 times a day.
So it does lather up, though. I agree. And you talk about the surfactants. That's one thing I kind of learned that from Dagan, watching Dagan's show. He brought that up. He was the first one that I heard that from. You need those bubbles and suds to lift the dirt off of the surface. So if your shampoo, or in your case an oil-based one, if it doesn't suds up, I don't think it's doing its job. So
you got to have suds because you got to have lift. Without suds,
I agree.
Very, very, very interesting product. It's definitely
But I've got several people out there using it now. Like I say, there's only one other company I know that makes something similar, and they sell it for like a 4 ounce. They sell it for like $50 or $60 for a 4 ounce, and they sell out of it.
Wow!
And if you look and see mine, I think mine's $29.98 free shipping. I believe that's what it is for a 4 ounce. Theirs is actually 3.8 ounces. Mine's actually 4. But it doesn't take much. Like I say, a quarter size is more than enough for my beard. 50 cent would be a double, 50 cent piece would be it. 4 ounce lasts forever. But we don't do it unscented. The surfactant, the way it works, and I'll just be truthful with you. Unscented, it kind of gives a wet dog smell. After shower for about 15 minutes. That's just the way the surfactant is. There's no way around it. So we scent it to mask that smell because, like I say, it's there. I use it unscented because I've got to know. So like I say, for about 15 minutes after my shower, I kind of have that, what in my mind I equate to being almost a light, wet dog smell. But scented, you'd never know it was there. But going back, people were asking about the ingredients. The ingredients is on the page. It's the top right hand side. I think you'll see on the website it says like I think it says ingredients and something. I don't have the website right in front of me to see, but if you click on that it gives you a breakdown of what each product is, as well as the ingredients within each product. And if they ever change, we update it, so it's always current.
I think it's the house system.
That may be. Like I say, we just redesigned it, so it may be a whole system. But it was on the right hand side. It may be a drop down now. I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the site. I had a lot of time to play with the new site since it's only been up like week and a half. But yeah, maybe it may say whole system, and that whole system will break down what each product is, what it does, and then the ingredients in each product.
I'm having trouble finding the wash or the face cleansing oil.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're looking, what I did, I put because you want to scent the wash. I put the wash, instead of putting it on every one because it's fairly new. It's on Scent Architect or unscented. But just remember, if you do get it unscented, it's still going to be scented. But it's on the unscented. And I just hadn't had time to get it in every category. But if you want the wash, you can get it from the Scent Architect and then just say, I want this scent to match. Like I say, I wouldn't get it unscented because, like I said, it's not a bad smell, but it's just for 15 minutes, I just kind of like
Okay. And then you also offer perfumes.
Yeah, we have parfums. We don't advertise that much because that's like not a big thing for us. But yeah, parfums are 30% fragrance load, 1 ounce. So pretty strong, pretty long lasting. And you get it any scent. You can build your own through the Scent Architect. I almost forgot about that. We do quite a few parfums, but not near as much as we do everything else. And everything is free shipping. Right now, if you buy $40 or more, you get 10% off.
Oh wow! Yeah, every order is free shipping. That's wild.
Yeah, every order is free shipping. And like I say, we even rolled back. We rolled back $1. I think we rolled back for July because of being the 250th. We rolled everything back most of everything's rolled back $1. So instead of it being $22.98, it's $21.98 for the beard oils, and then I think everything else may be the same. But the beard oils we rolled back $1 back to our old prices before we had the increase in shipping and USPS shipping charges. Because we were originally $21.98, and then some people got kind of hurt about us going up, and so I rolled it back through through July to kind of soften the blow and to to kind of pacify hurt feelings.
So here it says free USA shipping $30 plus, but it's actually
that's a designer. He's supposed to go in there and get rid of that, but he hasn't yet.
Okay.
But yeah, it's free shipping on every order.
Gotcha. Okay. Look at all these stories.
Yeah. Yeah, every collection is a story, and every scent within the collection is a story. And like I say, we tried to limit it to like 6 cents per collection. Not that all of them are that way, but we try to get the best for a cohesive, full story, whether it's tobacco oriented or what it may be, barbershops or anything like that. Only the best of the best to give our customers the best we can produce. And like I say, if you think of something better, you got to Scent Architect and let us build it for you. So we got you covered any way you look at it.
I got one more question as far as scent profiles on your aquatic collection. which is your best seller or your favorite scent?
I'm not an aquatic.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not. I wouldn't even know because we don't sell a whole lot of aquatics. Like I say, we're known more for our darker scents, like our charred fruits and our ouds, and that's most of what people buy. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody buy an aquatic scent. I've got it on there just because some people like aquatics, but they're not bright aquatics; they're dark aquatics.
Okay.
Going along with Cult Americana, so there's nothing on there really other than like the actual summer scents, not the charred summer, but the regular summer. Now, some of those like Sun Kissed, that one's an actual bright scent. It's a play on a Sun Kissed drink, but like it's liquid sunshine instead of a liquid drink.
Yeah, they kind of sound like they would be a dark scent too, like Lost in the Keys. We know Keys are in the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
Marsh King, that's like a swamp type. So yeah, Midnight Run, yeah, they Ghost Ship, Black Sail, yeah, they definitely sound like a darker type aquatic. Good,
Black
good
Sail's
name.
pretty good.
Deep aquatic,
Yeah.
like I say, nothing really bright, no bright aquatic. It's all what I'd call deep aquatic coastal scents.
Yeah. What now? What'd you say, Michael? I'm sorry, we didn't.
The Black Sail sounded interesting. That looks interesting.
But the flagships of what I call the flagships for me on the tobacco, there's two of them. There's that Black Leaf Fermentum. That's a flagship tobacco, and what I consider one of the flagships of the entire site. And then Americana Oud. That is our actual flagship that would set above all others as far as if you like oud, but it's one of those which I built specifically for me and the type of oud that I like. And that Americana oud is it hit all the notes that I wanted it to be for me, and that's kind of the flagship of everything. But like I say, for people that like our darker scents, that Black Leaf Fermentum and like tobacco, that Black Leaf Fermentum would also be what I would consider a flagship. But people go, well, oud started, oud's from the Indonesia and not really from the United States, and that's why we don't use like real dark ouds. We use oh Lord, what is it? It's God, good Lord, I forget right now what it is, but it's a more of a lighter oud. There's still some smokiness and resinous to it, but it's not stinky, overpowering. It's more of a sweeter, towards a sweeter wood oud. So it's not going to be anything that's going to, normally run your significant other away unless that's what you want to do. And we've tried to make the website as the least amount of clicks as possible to find your scents and everything and be able to purchase, because if you have too many clicks, people will leave you.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I would recommend is maybe getting that wash separated.
Yeah,
like its own little category.
Yeah,
because I don't think people will see it where it's at.
Yeah, it like I say, it's just so new, and we've been playing with it a lot with people, and like I say, yeah.
But it takes a lot to build a website. Yeah. It looks great. The website does look great. Like it's easy to use.
Yeah.
We've seen some horrible ones. That's for sure.
Well, the older one wasn't bad, but I thought it just wasn't us. I mean, it was nice looking. The guy holding the thing, and it traveled good. But at the end of the day, it wasn't us. Sure, it's small batch Beard Co. in a sense, because we're always skin forward, and then for the skin and the beard. But we've just become tellers of stories in fragrance, because we've got the science down as far as protection for your beard and skin. Where we've always lacked a little bit was on scent longevity and scent strength and stuff, and we've added some foundational material into the beard oil itself for scent structure. So the only thing we've been really working on is getting our scent longevity and scent strength up. Most of our scent fragrance load is about 12% across the board. We still try to stay within IFRA, but I test on my sensitive skin, everything we do. So, I know that it's not going to burn anybody or irritate anyone. We're not going that crazy, but 12% scent load is significant. And most of that is going to be medium and base notes. We try to really play it close to IFRA when it comes to citrus and stuff like that can really cause you the problems.
Now, do you only do online sales, or do you do any like craft shows or?
I used to do gun shows and stuff back when I was still able to get around. I need a hip replacement stuff going on, so I'm kind of like partially housebound.
Okay.
So I have one right hip that is totally gone, and the left hip is not far behind it. So VA, hurry up and wait.
Yeah,
there it goes.
I've been there.
So, yeah. Right. So I'm not doing what I used to do, but yeah, I used to do like gun shows and stuff around before we had a website, and we do word of mouth sales and stuff like that. I mean, we also made exploding targets for a while, so reactive targets. So we were at the gun shows anyways. We had the beard oil there.
Oh wow.
So, another thing we did that I don't really talk about to most people, but it was short last based on we got out of that because we had terrorists buying product, and then Homeland Security comes knocking. Did you sell to this people? And my wife got tired of fielding calls from Homeland Security and other places because stupid people doing stupid things with reactive targets. So we got out of that business. And my background anyway, explosives everything. So most of those people that come calling already knew the field agents anyway.
Anything coming up that you want to share or promote?
The only thing, like I say, just for the darker scents, we will be coming out with that new foundation, which is just the unscented blend, which will be aged on the American oak for a specific amount of time. That's really the only thing right now. We're just working on scent blends and making sure that we get the scent longevity and the depth of scent, and just we want everything as perfect as possible, because like I said, we've dialed in the blends. The blends are the best they can be. There's nothing out there I found that can make it any better as of right now. Not to say that won't happen in the future, but right now we're our actual blends are where they're going to be for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Right now it's just working on scent and really pushing the scent architect, because we want people to personalize their product. I mean, I don't want to pigeonhole you into Cult Americana type building scent or what I think is a good scent. Right. I want you to be able to explore scent, build something that's personalized for you. Name the scent, enjoy it, have fun with it. I mean,
yeah,
and it's available to you all the time, and I'm not going to upcharge you because I'm gonna you tell me what to do, and I'll do it to the best of my ability, and we'll have it on file. So if you ever want to come back and say, okay, I liked it, but I need this tweaked a little bit, you can tell me to tweak it because I have what we did beforehand.
Right.
So we can recreate that scent, or we can tweak it.
Definitely got some great ideas, John. I really like.
Yeah.
Well, we try. I mean, we try to be as customized. We try to be as friendly for the consumer as possible. Because we want you to come back. We want you to use a good product. We want you to know that we price fairly. We do free shipping.
Yeah.
I mean, I do everything I can to keep the price down, even on these expensive. I mean, squalene, prickly pear. These things are not cheap, and
Right.
even more expensive than them, like the Brisca Copalmer is very expensive. That's why you see the architectural fluid is $25.98 compared. I think $25.98 compared to $21.98 because there's 50 grams or more in that blend, and that's how much expensive. It's like, I don't know, 70 or 80 cents a gram. So it's very expensive for a when you're looking at those products and you're trying to keep costs down as close to $22 as you can.
Yeah.
With free shipping.
Yeah.
So we
That's
try
a
to
good
be
question,
fair.
Stu.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Have any scent architects made it into your main line? Have they become your scent?
The only one, and it wasn't really a scent architect. It was something that me and another guy were working on. The only one I can think of right off the top of my head is the purple heartwood.
Mm.
Because I try to let it be personable to the person. I don't want to take advantage of somebody doing a scent and then put it in the main line. I mean, I'd rather keep it personal for you, but this particular customer said, "Hey, use it. It's good. I like it. I want to be able to buy it. I'd like other people to experience it as well because it's a really unique and good wood scent."
I think most people would be proud of it. If they if you
yeah.
wanted to make it mainline and
I mean, I'm always up for stuff like that, but I do my best to, no matter how good it is, I really try to keep that as something for you that is uniquely yours. That way you won't walk up on somebody and they smell like you. You'll smell very customized.
Is the bourbon in Kentucky Midnight more on the boozy alcohol or sweet side?
Which one was that again?
The bourbon in Kentucky Midnight more on the boozy alcohol or the sweet side?
It's a little bit of both. I use a barrel flavoring as well as the actual Kentucky bourbon flavoring that's like a sweet Kentucky bourbon. So it is both boozy as well as a touch of sweetness to it. But it's not overly sweet. It's not going to be anything that you say, "Oh, this is a sweet scent," but it's like a weeded. Think of it as like a weeded bourbon, which is going to be a sweeter bourbon. It's not going to be like a rye or anything like that.
Yeah, you've definitely, you've taken a unique approach. You're a different step. Everybody has their own unique way of presenting their products and producing their products, and so you're not a cookie cutter, maker. You're definitely have different ideas in different ways, and they sound amazing. I really think I'm going to try that cleanser.
Yeah. Well, we've gleaned a lot of stuff from different companies. We've looked at different companies, and there's a lot of stuff that different companies do, and I don't want to copy them, but I do like certain things people do. Like Johnny Ray, when I looked at it, I had to really think about the pump. Am I going to look like a Me Too? And I really, at the point, I didn't care because it's the only thing that I know that because there's a lot of trading that goes on. So at least I know that nobody stuck it in their beard. You know what I'm saying? So, we're trying to keep the blend as fresh and away from oxygen and any kind of contaminants. So that airless pump was really the only way to go to cut down on contamination and oxidation. and to give you longevity of the oil as best it can be from the time you get it to the time you finish with it or trade it or whatever you do. So that was the biggest thing that we did. That like I say, we outgrew bottles, and I didn't want to do anything that was pulling air into it. So that airless pump was the only way to go. And at that point, I just said, okay, we're gonna do it, and we did it. The next thing was the Scent Architect. That's one thing I wanted to make sure we did, because sure, there's other people doing it, but I want it available 24/7, and I want it to where you can use it, and it doesn't cost you a lot, and the average Joe Blow can use it and not pay 30, 40 bucks. I mean, that's okay if you've got the money, but I grew up poor. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up poor. We didn't have jack crap, and money is hard to come by, and it's hard to come by every day. So I want everybody to be able to enjoy a good product, an excellent product, a premium product at a regular product price.
Now, when you are option to use the Scent Architect, how, on average, how long does it take you to create something? Like, let's say if I said, "Hey, let's do a skin bracer and see what we can come up with." What kind of time frame?
Depending on how I try to do it within 3 days.
Okay.
Because I know people don't really want to wait, so I try to do it within 3 days. I mean, have I hit that every time? No, sometimes it's taking a little bit longer, just because some of the stuff was a little more complicated than your average mix. It's easy to work with 6, 7, 8 cents, but you got some people that I've worked with up to 12 cents, 15 cents, and that takes a little more fine tuning, because, like I say, when you start getting above 7 or 8 cents, it's easy to get things muddy. You're sitting there smelling things. You start losing your scent, your sense of scent. So it may have to go into the next day, and I restart up on it and work on it then, because I'm no good at that point after I've done 2 or 3 of them.
And Big Stu asked this question, but you already answered it. So yes, you do keep track of like a scent creation so that you can order it again.
Yeah,
and you can even tweak it if you need to in the future.
If you've ordered it, I've got it here on file.
Yeah. And then Ray, what's the limit of notes when it comes to customs?
There's not really a limit. I would say you're better off to give me a description, because all notes don't work. Just because you get something in your head doesn't mean those notes will work. So you're better off describing a scent other than putting specific ingredients, and that's fine if you want to. Put as many as you want, but it just may be where it's not feasible to work all scents into a blend. It's just like I said, the red, white, and blue. I tried to work 250 years worth of scent in one bottle, and it got muddy. And so by breaking it into 3 bottles, there's 3 different standalones you can use, or you can get the American Mythology, and it's not muddy because it's not trying to go in one 30 ml bottle. It's across 3 30 mils, and there's more diffusion and everything else within the scent. So you can take and layer 3 scents and it not be muddy like a single combined scent.
Well, we're getting up on 2 hours. Doesn't seem like it, but
no, very.
Let's do a giveaway. Let's do it. Let's do at least one giveaway before we get out of here. I meant to say let's do one earlier, and I forgot. We got talking and I got sidetracked.
All right, let me set that up real quick.
What are all these things with like marshmallow, 100 joules?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
They're gifts that they can buy in the chat.
Oh.
So you could buy like these tokens and send these gifts.
Oh, okay.
So like you buy tokens and you can use that on any live, like on any YouTube live, and send like a little thing. And it like if it like gets real big up on the screen, like when you're watching YouTube in the chat, like it kind of like TikTok. It's kind of copying
Yeah.
TikTok. All right.
I don't do the ticky talkie.
I do on occasion, but not that much.
The only time I see a TikTok video is if somebody posts it on Facebook, and I see because it's there.
Tell you what, bro, let's do like 2 back-to-backs. At least we can get in two different giveaways.
Okay. Just give me a couple minutes here.
Okay. And no rush.
We use Gleam for our giveaways, just so it's fair and easy
Sure.
to use.
Yeah, it's way quicker than picking a number and doing that stuff. And I mean that StreamYard thing hashtag that worked good too, but
Yeah, we just can't use
It doesn't
it.
work good on other platforms.
yeah. You know who I was thinking about today? I'm going to throw this out there while you're getting that set up. I was thinking about our old friend Jay Cruz. Wonder what he's been up to.
I don't know. Last time I heard it's in the boxing world.
Hmm.
He does a lot of editing for people.
Oh yeah. Brewers, Smokey wants you to rig it for him to win.
All right, I am entering the link for you guys to enter the giveaway. And what is this a giveaway for?
Let's just do the customer's pick of a beard oil, liquid beard oil, or architectural fluid.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. And we're gonna do two winners. Two winners, you said?
Let's do
That's
for
awesome.
2 different people.
Awesome.
No, Brad, there is not a TBR discount code, but if you spend over $40, you save 10%.
Yeah.
And there's free shipping. You don't need a code, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what all code does anyway. It pays for your shipping.
Yeah, basically.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll give this a couple minutes to fill up. We have 12 entries.
Big Stu says he does a monthly or bi-weekly show with Dead Mans, he thinks.
He does. Jay Cruz does a show with Dead Mans. Yeah.
And the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Well, maybe it's the bottom of the chat.
Huh. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Interesting.
Yeah, normally it goes to the top, but
yeah.
Maybe because we're this far in the show, it does the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, enter the giveaway. This is for Cult Americana, a beard oil, a liquid butter, or architect fluid.
Yep.
Ray Brewer can get you some Sasquatch deodorant. Yeah. So that Ray got banned from Dr. Squatch TikTok live, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, that was funny. Before the show, Becky showed me that. I was like, that's fun. Of all probably a million people who comment on their stuff, he gets banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll just throw it in the trash.
All right, we got 16 entries. Let's get it to 20. We have, well, I guess we only have 20 people in here. Never mind. All right, let's do the draw. We'll pick the first winner. And let's see. Why can't I share this? There we go. We're going to draw 2 winners. Oh, that's only going to let me do one, but we'll draw it twice. And we got Christopher Stewart. You are the first winner.
Who's that?
That's Uga. Ugyu.
Oh, Ugyu.
Chris, you still in the chat?
It must be because you just put the link up, so it's not
You
like
never
it's
know. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be watching with his eyes half shut, and all of a sudden they went shut.
There
he is.
Ugyu, you are our first winner. And let's draw again. And what happened? Nothing happened. Yes, repick. Mark J. Mark Johnson, you are the second winner. Congrats, Mark.
Hey, Mark. There he is, too. Mark's on 27.
What in the world is that?
It's supposed to be clapping.
Awesome. We got 2 great supporters of the Beard Respect. Thank you for entering the giveaway. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. John, it's been great to talk to you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, anytime. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all just y'all made my night. It's been a great one.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah, good hearing about your products and about your company, and yeah, very.
The only problem I have is everything sounds good.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about it is that I make myself use just like I'll make one beard oil, and I'll use it all the way through. I won't make a second one until I'm through with mine. But it's reusable. Those things are reusable. So I'll just take and fix up and I'll go for however many weeks. But it's hard because they're all really good scents. I mean, the worst one is wonderful to me.
Yeah. And I'll say this again, as a balm lover, I do like where is it? The Beard Architect Fluid. I got unscented. John gave this to me. Thank you. I appreciate it, John, for letting me try this. And
unscented is the best way to go on that. For most people, we can scent it, but it does knock away some of the hold.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I figure unscented because I can use it with any scent I want, and that's how I usually like my balms. But yeah, if you're on the fence about trying balm, maybe try this one. It's very light, and it works really well protecting the beard, I think. So, Damien, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yep.
Take it easy, guys.
We'll catch you next Friday. We have Kyle Waller from the Shape Podcast coming on.
Yep.
And respect the journey, y'all. We'll see you next Friday.
John, stick around for a couple minutes.
Will do. Bye.